Hi guys, welcome back to the channel for another Japanese Market Tuesday. When is this market craze gonna end? I'm asking the question. I'm not saying I want it to end. I'm also not saying I want it to continue. I honestly don't know what I want right now. But what I know is everything is expensive at the moment. Starting with March 18th, last Wednesday, we have 151 finally moving up and selling for 44,000 yen. That's not a surprise, right? We've been discussing it already in the previous videos with all the crazy demand in the West for the English version of 151. It makes sense now that everything is super expensive that some people are moving to the Japanese market for 151 products. We also have Team Rocket's Mewtwo PS10 still undervalued in my opinion and selling for 85,000 yen. This is a card we haven't talked about much so far, but a month, 2 months ago, I think, this card was selling for around 60,000 yen and now selling for 85,000. So that's a big jump, roughly 35 to 40% jump in 2 months. It makes sense again, right? Glory of Team Rocket is going up, so of course the big chase card is going up as well. But when you compare it to, for example, how much the Z-Chrome and the Reshiram BWR are going for in a PSA 10, I think the Mewtwo has still room to grow. Bubble Mew, another jump for this card, selling for 130,000 yen in a PSA 10. Moving on, March 19th, we have Lost Abyss selling over 46,000 yen. The box is also moving up after having stagnated for a while, and it's good. Makes sense with the Giratina V are moving up as well. Shiny Treasure EX, another set we haven't been talking about much these past weeks, selling for 14,500 yen. If you accept Mega Dream EX, this is the cheapest of all the holiday set of recent years, right? And, you know, with a big cheese card like the Bubble Mew, I think this set is going to go way higher than that. Talking about holiday set was a V-Star Universe, stable and growing, close to 25,000 yen. So it seems to me like the box is really moving forward. It's been like, what, 4 or 5 weeks in a row now that the box has been moving up, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down. So I'm very optimistic about V-Star Universe. I almost want to get a couple extra boxes for myself. March 20th, we have Glory of Team Rocket approaching 20k, selling around 19, actually above 19,000 yen last time I checked this morning. And again, you know, we just talked about the Mewtwo PSA 10, so it makes sense to see Rocket moving up. Mega Charizard Y doesn't make sense anymore. In a PSA 10, the card is selling for 2.5 million yen. And just to put it into perspective, this is more or less the same price as the Pikachu Scream promo. I've been talking about, I think last week, I told you they were very close. They're about the same now. And I would definitely pick the Scream promo 10 times over against the Mega Charizard Y. Night Wanderer selling for 10,000, nothing special here. This is one of the very last Scarlet and Violet boxes to show some growth. 10,000, and that's a decent price for a set, which I think is very much underrated. I kind of like the set. I like the chase card. I like a lot of the ARs in the set. To me, that's a much better and way more solid set than, let's say, Mask of Change or Stellar Miracle. March 21st, Supercharged Pikachu PSA 10, close to 100k, 99,000 yen to be specific. Well, nothing much to say here. Great set, and Supercharged Breaker was also going up this week, so it makes sense to see the chase card moving up. Pokemon Classic selling above 70,000 yen, so it looks like it's going to reach 100k way earlier than I thought it would. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's still a great collector's item. You really should get your hands on it. If you can store it, because that's very, very bulky. 25th anniversary box selling for 57,000 yen. Nothing much to say here. I think this set is overvalued, absolutely overvalued. There is nothing inside worth 57,000 yen. March 22nd, we have another jump for Bubble Mew PSA 10, 143,000 yen. That's how much this slab is going to cost you now. And another big jump this time for 151, now selling for close to 48,000 yen. So that's a, what, 15 to 20, anywhere between 15 to 20% jump this week for 151. So yes, people are definitely switching from English to Japanese. And finally, we have the Pikachu 100 PSA 10 selling for 3 250,000 yen. This card is also crazy. What's even crazier is to know that these starter deck 100 have been reprinted, so you could actually get them on the Pokemon Center or at the local convenience store for retail price. But even with this wave of reprint, price hasn't gone down. It's actually moving up even more. That's insane. Now, before we move on, let me remind you that if you want to support the channel, you can do it with my Patreon. By subscribing to Patreon, you get access to the latest Pokemon fire sales in Tokyo, as well as a unique possibility to order any Japanese item directly through me without any commission. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, it's always appreciated, a comment if you feel like it, and if you really enjoy my content, please share it around you, it really does help the channel. So let's have a quick look at the 25th anniversary prices, because especially for the past few months, we've been talking a lot about how Charizard, Golden Pikachu, and the birthday Pikachu as well have been growing. But I just wanted to give you an overall view of what all the cards of the 25th anniversary are at the moment. So the bottom price is a price they were selling for half a year ago, and the top price is a price they are selling for right now. Well, of course, talking about PSA 10, right? So for the Charizard, you can see this is one of the cards that has seen the biggest growth, of course. No surprise here, from 69,000 yen to 106,000 yen. Then we of course have the birthday Pikachu, right? From 75,000 yen to 97,000 yen. The golden Pikachu, which is the card having shown the biggest growth, from 137,000 yen all the way up to 200,000 yen. We also have the Mega Rayquaza, which is one of the big chase cards, going up from 27,000 yen to 37,000. And if we have a look at the Umbreon is actually quite surprising because it didn't grow that much, right? The price last year was 39,000 yen and it's now selling for 42,000 yen. So that's barely a 3,000 yen up. So that's like not even 10% gain, right? So not all the cards have been going up as much as Charizard, Birthday Pikachu, or Golden Pikachu, right? So if you look, for example, at, let's just say, Venusaur was selling for 60.9 thousand. So let's say 17,000, and is now selling for 19,000. So that's barely a 2,000 yen growth. Zapdos, 9,000 yen and 10.8 thousand yen right now, right? The card that has shown the biggest growth, sorry, I mistook earlier when I said it was Golden Pikachu. No, it's actually the Mew EX, which was selling for 16,500 yen half a year ago and is now selling for 48.8 thousand. So this card almost did times 3. I don't know why. Is that connected to Bubble Mew? I don't know. And we'll finish as usual with the winners of the week. Some boxes have been stagnating this week, like Wild Force or Mask of Change. Finally, something good when it comes to Mask of Change. Battle Partners were also stagnating, same for Paradise Dragona. Some boxes have been going up. Supercharge Breaker has had a big jump this week. We also had, let's see, Heatwave Arena went down a little bit actually. Black Bolt has been going up. What else? Ninja Spinner has been going up. Mega Dream has been going up. We also have Mega Symphonia, which went up from 8,900 to 9,680 yen. So when we think of the 3 winners for this week, we have in third position Ninja Spinner, which went up 800 yen from 9,200 to 10,000 yen. In second position, we have Night Wanderer, we just talked about it earlier, which went up 900 yen from 9,000 roughly to 9,900. And our big winner by far this week is Supercharged Breaker, which went up 2,600 yen. So from 24,000 yen all the way up to 26,600 yen. And that's it. All I had for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you again next week for another Japanese Market Tuesday. Meanwhile, I wish you to enjoy this spring season. Stay safe and thank you for watching. Bye.